Elevator, a love story. Someone says a poem can't just plunge into surrealistic bewilderment, no matter how much your life sucks. Someone else says the attempt to store or isolate momentum is tyranny. These two things, and weeks spent deciphering the elevator dream. Though the setting is not a casino-lit skybox in a high-end mall, or a Halliburton safe house in which whole countries are fucked between P4 and mezzanine. This is an ordinary elevator in the lobby of an obsolete company, mid-March in a Midwestern city, where parking lots loom like an apotheosis of boredom. It's 9:04 and I'm leaning against the faux wood wall, texting or plucking the sleeve from my coffee cup, studiously avoiding eye contact, when someone, it is you reader, trots toward the elevator, your stylish yet sensible shoes tapping like a carriage horse across concrete. Just as the door beeps and begins to shut, I thrust my arm into harm's way, wanting you to know how chivalrous I can be. Here we are, together in the elevator, almost touching in the track lighting's cyanotic glare, fondling the backs of strangers' heads with our eyes, wondering which bones they've broken, who among them are gluten intolerant. I have dreamed us here a long, hard time, have conjured the vague salt stains on your pea coat, the cautionary umbrella jutting from your tote bag. And you trust me in a trite way. How courteously I remove my backpack when it bumps your arm, my appropriately neutral tone when I ask, which floor? The elevator delivers you to accounts where a meeting's already started. One client has cold feet, another's a sure thing, and your boss would like to speak with you later. Please close the door. You want a prettier dream, of course you do, and it is my nature to please, to entertain you, to offer up an afternoon glimpse of cleavage in the cafeteria, or let a black bra strap stray over one arm. All right then, an elevator in Rome where you've never been in my dreams. It is Piazza della Radio in 2004, the fascist block apartment where I live with Danella and Sylvia, who are smoking and shaving their legs in the bathtub, when suddenly a high, girlish scream from the elevator shaft. Emily. Now we are going somewhere, but to which floor? And how shall I coax you there? An anecdote, a folded coat, a cafe conversation with Emily, miniature spoon nudging the foam on her latte. Emily, Canadian, Scandinavian, beer hall, pin-up doll, catch-all vessel for glib, gorgeous things I want to swallow whole. Emily, tilting her head to one side. Have you tried helmet sex? I have not. Late at night, she whispers, he calls me Snow White, he calls me petite whore, and it's the way it should be when you wear words. Emily says she envies my olive skin, my pronunciation, so Mediterranean. Here we are again, in the lobby of a dream which is about guilt or desire. What else is there? And I am tired of trying to convince you to forgive me for a crime I haven't confessed yet. Why would a girl listen to her friend scream, aiuto per favore, trapped for 2 hours in an ancient elevator? Why put a pillow over one's face and sleep the sleep of the condemned until a stranger calls the maintenance man? How can I explain myself in a manner that will arouse your sympathies and leave you on narcoleptic knees? Allow me to take you to the 6th floor of a fascist block apartment, Let me show you a book by Quasimodo, the Sunken Oboe. 1 pair of larger than regulation sunglasses, 54 photos of no loitering signs, 2 ticket stubs from Villa Adriana, a gelateria named Ping Pong. Do these details amuse? Do they say no one suffered? Or, if they suffered, then surely it was worth 2 sweaty hours. Shall I be reticent or ribald? Show you a photo of me at 23 cupping Venus's tit in a sunlit amphitheater. Did you know that on their deathbeds, Romans often freed their slaves? It was called manumission. Death was thus an attempt at releasing momentum. Which reminds me of a ghost story I read long ago about a man who dreamed of a hearse with a doppelganger driver gleefully shouting, "There's room for one more, sir." How the next day, in the lobby of an uptown bank, the elevator man grinned and said the very same words. You know how this ends. A refusal, a snapped cable, the denial of momentum. Should I go back to that elevator shaft in Rome and try to calm Emily? Should I tell her I hate her and want to fuck her, that help is always almost on the way for beautiful girls? If intimacy is what we require, then why am I wearing this extravagant pink garter and menstruating alone in my bedroom? If intimacy is honesty, then why do I worry I've exceeded maximum capacity? Let us draw up a contract. I provide the confined space and the conversation. You name the destination. I have often wondered if a cable snaps in an empty building, if a poem plunges 6 stories in the dark, does it make a sound? I fear your presence is required. Is there room for one more? I am willing to resort to drastic measures. You and I together in any elevator you want, my face on your face, hands singing up legs, my voice in your ear like a madwoman imitating a madwoman. Release me, release me, release me.